Good Sunday afternoon to you. Michael Schumacher here on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. Getting ready to bring you Vermillion Post 1 as they take on Vermillion T Post 266 Tincaps in what should be a good matchup. Rematch from a couple of weeks ago that we'll talk about here. Again, T Post 266, just wanted to thank them. They were great to me when I was up there, very accommodating, allowing me to broadcast from actually up in the press box. So want to thank them. And I forgot the name of the gentleman that was doing the PA there, but he was great to talk to, have up there as we started. That's when the rains opened up, and so we had a 20-minute delay, so we just chatted. So it was nice, and so want to thank them. Looking forward to this. And I actually want to say that really haven't had a bad experience. Lennox was great. Colton was great. They're always great to work with. So just want to thank all of them. It makes my job so much easier to have great ADs, coaches, and administrators to work with. So again, want to thank them. We're going to take a look here at how these two teams got here. But right now, Vermillion is 5-10 on the season. T Post 266 is 5-6. So let's take a look at how these teams got here. Just a second. And for Vermillion, it's been with all the rain, I think every team has had it. Just a lot of ups and downs trying to get games in. And so Vermillion has had to deal with that as well. So we're going to do that here. And how's it going today? I'm doing great. It's always great to see people that you know when you're here. So looking first at Vermillion Post 1, then we'll take a break and we'll come back and look at Post 266. But Vermillion started their season, Post 1 started their season with a loss at Brandon Valley, 17-1. They then fell to J.C. Brogger out of Lincoln Southeast, 12-9. They defeated Post 15, Legion Black, 12-1. Fell to Dakota Valley, 4-5. Fell to Yankton Post 12, 5-0, but a game that was really closer than that even shows. Then they fell in extra innings to Tabor, Legion Post 183, 3-2. I was there broadcasting that game as well as the Yankton game. And then they fell to Del Rapids, 15-11. The West River trip to Spearfish got canceled due to weather. They then defeated Baltic Colton Post 206 on the June 26, 3-2. Defeated Wagner 7-0. Fell to the Falkton Hitmen 3-2 in another great matchup. They fell to this T Post 266 team 5-4. Defeated EPJ 4-1. Fell to Post 174 out of Lennox on Monday, 4-3, and fell to Dakota Valley again, 8-4 on Wednesday. They came back on Friday and defeated Baltic Colton Post 206 6-2. That brings you to today. They play today at 2. They play tomorrow. They play Humboldt Hartford, which is also West Central. I was like, wait a minute, that's not what I have. But yeah, West Central, Humboldt, Hartford, that area. Then on Wednesday, they play the 79ers, the Scotland Menno, Post 152 79ers. And that will close out the regular season for this Vermillion Post 1 team. Then they will be preparing for districts that will start on Wednesday, the 24th. So 1 week after the regular season ends, they will start Region 3B. They will play the winner. We'll take a look at that, but they will play the second game of that day. So that's a look at how Vermillion Post 1 got here. And if you're looking at statistics, leading batters for this team, Nolan Nygren, in 8 games, has made 28 plate appearances, 24 at-bats, batting .458 with a .536 on-base percentage, and an OPS of .1036, a slugging of .500. Connor Peterson, in 15 games, 59 plate appearances, 48 at-bats, .396 average, .474 on-base percentage, a slugging of an OPS of .932. Then Trey Hansen in 11 games, 44 plate appearances, 42 at-bats, .286 batting average, .318 on base percentage, and a .699 OPS. Hayden Christofferson. Honestly, Hayden's one that I would not have guessed his numbers until I saw them here. And so Hayden Christofferson in 48 plate appearances, 39 at-bats, is batting .282 with a .378 on base percentage and a .711 OPS, slugging .333. So a really nice batter. And then Mikey Robe, the usual center fielder, fleet-footed, wonderful defensive player. In 58 plate appearances in 15 games, 48 at-bats, batting .250, .357 on base percentage, which is really solid. .628 OPS, .271 slugging. Moskowitz, batting .222 with a .327 on base percentage, .549 OPS, and Yeah, 549 OPS. So those are your main. Also, Carter Hansen, Connor Roehrig, Carson Preister, those will be, and Tate Haig will be the other main players that we'll hear from today. When it comes to pitching, leading pitcher is Jack Moskowitz, 29 innings pitched in 5 games. He's 2-1. He's given up 21 hits in those 29 innings, given up 12 runs, 10 of them earned, only walked 14 in those 29 innings. And his ERA is a 2.41. Hayden Christopherson, who came out in relief, or started, against Baltic Colton with a nice appearance, 19 innings pitched in 4 games. He is 2-2 on the season. He's given up 16 hits in those and 16 runs in those 19 innings. Only 12 of those runs were earned, 14 walks, 20 strikeouts, and has an ERA of 4.42. Then Connor Peterson, he has 18 1/3 innings pitched in no starts, all relief appearances, so 8 appearances, 18 1/3 innings, so about 2 to 3 innings per appearance for Connor. And that was the case the other night. He came in for the last 2 2/3. No, 2 1/3. Sorry, Hayden went 4 2/3. Connor's 0-3. But he's given up 19 hits in those 18 1/3 innings. 6 earned runs, though, only. 9 walks, 10 strikeouts. He has an ERA of 2.291. You have 2.291 with a whip of 15.27. And Tate Haig is one of the other main pitchers, as well as Nolan Nygren. Tate Haig has 17 2/3 innings pitched in 4 games. He is 0-3, giving up 33 hits, 31 runs, 29 earned, for an ERA of 11.49. So that's your main pitching roster. Connor Roehrig came in the other night and did an innings worth of shutout, no-hit relief. So that is another weapon on the mound for this Vermillion Post 1 team. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the T-Area squad. Not T-Area, T-Post 266 Tincaps. All right, we'll be right back. This is Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
Piper, the sign says it all. Flowers and gifts. The store is bustling with something new all the time. There are flowers for any occasion, weddings, anniversary, birthday, or just to say I love you. There's coffee, soups, dips, and sweets. Need to give someone a chuckle? The socks say it all. Home decor, candles, jewelry, memorial items are all found at your gift store of Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. You can also shop online, and best of all, we deliver too.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, Access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Prentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We want to thank all of our Vermillion sportscaster sponsorships, our sponsors, and those are the ads you will be seeing during the breaks. Again, let's take a look at the T Post 266 Tincaps and their season so far. They are 5-6. They opened their season with a loss on June 6th to Dakota Valley, 2-0. They fell to EPJ 7-2. They defeated Renner Post 207 6-2. Fell to Lincoln North Star 2-1. Defeated Kindred North Dakota 2-1. Fell to Hickman Nebraska 19-6. Defeated this Vermillion Post 1 team by a score of 5-4 on July 1st, and then on July 2nd fell to Post 174 4-0. They fell to Humboldt Hartford or West Central 6-5. And then defeated EPJ 2-1 and defeated Post 152 79ers 6-3. So a lot of close games for this T team. So you just wonder, as you get into regions, you can kind of cut two ways. Either it's really good and you've been tested, or you fall by a run. And so we'll see what ends up happening. Thankfully, regions is a double elimination, so they will have multiple opportunities. But this T area team, a good, solid team. They fought until the end. It was a great game against Vermillion last time. Now, unfortunately, on Game Changer, I did not realize I would not have access to their stats. I had to request team membership, and I'm neither a player nor a family member, so I'm not going to say I am and request membership, so I apologize for that. I thought I would have stats for them, but I do not. But let's take a look at the Region 3B tournament coming up, and then again, that will be starting a week from this Wednesday. Week from this Wednesday will be the Region 3B tournament to be held in Lennox. We're just going to take a look at how that schedule is going to flesh out. So on opening day at 1 o'clock, T will play Lennox. This T area Tincaps team will play Lennox at 1 o'clock on July 24th. Then at 4 o'clock, EPJ will play Dakota Valley. Then at 7 o'clock, Post 1, Vermillion will play the winner of T and Lennox. That'll be the end of the action for July 24th. Then on the 25th, starting at 1 p.m., you have the loser of Game 1, so that'll either be T or Lennox, taking on the loser of Game 2, which will either be EPJ or Dakota Valley. And then at 4 o'clock on the 25th, you have the winner of EPJ and Dakota Valley and the winner of Vermillion and T, or either T or Lennox, playing at 4 o'clock. And then at 7, it's the loser of that Game 4 versus the loser of Game 3, which is Vermillion versus T and or Lennox. And that'll be the end of the action for the 25th. On the 26th, you'll have two games, one at 4, one at 7. And then on the 27th, you'll have one game at 6 o'clock. So we will, as long as Vermillion's playing, we will be there. I will be up there, and that will be here on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. The Lennox coach told me, hey, you are welcome back here anytime, so I really appreciate his openness and willingness to allow me to broadcast from there. So when we come back, we'll be dealing with some starting lineups. We'll be dealing with the national anthem. We'll be bringing all that to you. But just as a note, non-baseball, I hope we can all just recognize that what happened yesterday is not normal. And I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, your belief system, anything like that. It just, as a country, we need to come together, and that's what happened yesterday. And here's the thing. We know nothing about the assailant. Did he or she have an agenda? We're not sure. Obviously, he had an agenda, but was it just mental illness? Was it something that directed him to do it? As we find out, we need to recognize that we need to come together as a country. We really need to be there for each other. And this kind of stuff just serves to further divide us, not unite us. So I hope we can come together. I've seen a lot of rhetoric out there on social media today. People taking stances already. Some people taking horrible stances. And so we just need to come together. Yesterday was not a great day for American history, but today's a new day, and we are moving forward, and I hope we can all move on together. All right, that was sappy, and that was non-baseball, but I felt like it needed to be said. I love you guys, and we will be back after these messages. This is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
The First Bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Prentis Park. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Vermillion Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. As we are getting ready to start here, they're getting ready to announce starting lineups and then do the national anthem. And here is our national anthem. Sung so nice they almost played it twice. That is the national anthem. National anthem. Words by Francis Scott Key. As we get ready to start here. I suppose I can unzoom now that we're not playing the national anthem anymore. There we go. Vermillion heads into the outfield. And infield, of course. Be weird to just play the outfield. Starting for pitching for Vermillion tonight will be Tate Haig. Nolan Nygren behind the plate. At first base, you have Jack Moskowitz. Second base, Trey Hansen. No, at shortstop is Nolan Nygren. Connor Peterson must be catching. Carter Hansen at third base. Hayden Christopherson at left, Mikey Robe in right, and Mikey Robe in center, and Connor Rohrig in right field. So we're getting ready for a great game here. We hope you guys are excited for it. I know we are. Me. I'm the only one here. So hopefully you guys will be excited as well. Should be a good game. It's a beautiful day. Warm. Thankfully, there's the shade here. We are all loaded underneath it. A lot of people brought their own canopies, which works out as well. So again, Tate Haig to start things off for Vermillion as the starting pitcher. Again, Connor Peterson catching. Jack Moskowitz at first. And here's the throw down. So we are about to get started. So Mason Schramm starts us off. Shortstop. And the first pitch is outside. Ball one. We are ready and we are off. That pitch is in for a strike. Quickly 1-1. That is outside. 2-1. So 3-1 pitch coming up for Tate Haig. That is called strike 2. 3-2. As Schramm started to walk down. And that was a close one. Could have been either way, but now we have a full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Haig. That is lifted high, fouled back and out of play. And that is ball 4. So leadoff batter for the game is now aboard as Gavin Johnson steps up. Schwabach is on deck. Here's the first pitch from Haig. Just a little high, 1-0. That's in for a strike, 1-1. That pitch is just bunted in front of home plate. Fielded by Haig. Only play is to first, so that is a sacrifice by Gavin Johnson. Gets the runner over to second into scoring position, so now one down. Brings up Clayton Schwabach. And the first pitch to Schwabach is a ball, 1-0. On deck is number 88, Turek. That pitch is laced down the third base line, but just foul. Now 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here in the top half of the first inning. That pitch is in for a strike, 1-2. Strikeout here would be huge for Tate. So here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Ooh, inside, 2-2. Curved, but not quite enough. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner on second, third batter of the game. That is in for called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Tate Haig, second out of the inning. Brings up number 88, catcher Carter Turek. So now with 2 down and a runner on second, Haig looks to get out of this inning. First pitch in the dirt, gets away from Connor just a little bit, but not far enough for the runner to advance, makes it 1-0 or 1-0 on the count. Pitch fouled straight back. Evens the count at 1-1. So again, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, 1 on. Here in the top half of the first inning. As Carter Turek is able to hold up his swing, they did appeal to the infield umpire who said no swing. So the count is 2-1. Christensen on deck. Schramm at second base. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 2-2. So again, Tate Haig looking to get out of this first inning, avoiding anything from that first opening walk. Whoa, that is in for a called strike three. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, one runner left on base at the end of half an inning. It's Vermillion nothing, T nothing. We'll be back with the Vermillion half of the first after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Best Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back to Prentis Park as T, post 266, the Tincaps have taken the field. They are out there. Pitcher is Nate Christensen. Catcher, Carter Turek. At first, Boston Williamson. At second, you have Dylan Larson. At short, it is Mason Schramm. At third, Clayton Schwabach. In left field, it's Justin Lindgren. In center field, Trent Halber. And in right field, Gavin Johnson. So Vermillion coming up to bat here. Leading off will be, oops, just a second here. Leading off will be Connor Peterson, followed by Mikey Robe. Not too many players that you can see playing catcher and short, and Connor Peterson's one of them. Nolan Nygren's another one who has that kind of talent, and Vermillion's blessed with two of them. And the first pitch from Christensen is high, 1-0 to Connor Peterson. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1-2. Here's the windup and the pitch, and that is laced on the third base line, just foul. Count remains 1-2. And that is laced over to second base. Slow roller, and they will get Peterson by about a step. So well played defensively. Nice hustle by Peterson, but he is out on a 4-3 putout. Brings up Mikey Robe, fleet-footed center fielder for this Vermillion team. Then on deck is number 8, Nolan Nygren. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. Mikey Robe quickly ahead in the count, 3-0. Christensen would love to get a strike here. That'll be called strike one, 3-1. All right, quickly 3-2 now. Back to a full count. Payoff pitch coming up. One down, nobody on. Ooh, just lifted foul. Count remains 3-2. Robe steps back in. Vermillion wearing the all-white uniforms with the red lettering and trim. And black or navy blue trim. Here's the pitch from Christensen, and that is high, out of the zone. So both pitchers have walked a batter in their respective first innings. So Robe is now on first, and Robe can be a problem. Robe has some really good speed, and he's really aggressive out there. So that brings up number 8. Shortstop Nolan Nygren. On deck, number 2, second baseman Trey Hansen. And that pitch is outside, 1-0. So again, 3 games left for Vermillion, all here at Prentis Park. So getting ready for Region 3B tournament. That is in for a called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. And we'll be up there. That will be in Lennox beginning on the 24th. Here's Christensen coming set. Pitches to Nygren. That is in for strike 2, 1-2. Throw over to first, not in time. So Mikey Robe gets back in. Hasn't really looked to be threatening to steal. Not a huge lead for Robe. Nygren fouls that down the first baseline. So count remains 1-2. We have a gentleman bringing some water by. It's even chilly. Nice. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Robe takes off. There's going to be the throw down to second. That is too high. Robe will be in safely on ball 2, so 2-2. With a runner now in scoring position. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mikey Robe on second now with 1 down. Nolan Nygren at bat. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Christensen. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So now 2 down. Very similar to what T had in the top of the inning. Brings up second baseman Trey Hansen. On deck, first baseman Jack Moskowitz. And again, Peterson, Nygren, and Moskowitz all available on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. Those interviews, those tanager talks that we did. Now that ball is fouled off by Hansen, 0-1. That pitch is lifted into shallow right field, and that will drop in for a hit. Robe is rounding third. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Robe will be in safely. That is that speed and aggression that I told you about. Not many players are going to make that from second because that wasn't hit real deep. Fielded really cleanly by T. It was just quick action and by Mikey Robe. Not too many players are going to make that. And the right fielder for T, Gavin Johnson, made a nice throw, made it a much closer play than a lot of people probably would have thought. But nonetheless, Vermillion is now up 1-0 on their first hit of the game with 2 down. Brings up Jack Moskowitz. Ooh, just off the outside corner, 1-0. On deck, pitcher Tate Haig. That pitch is fouled back. Trey Hansen had taken off. But 0-2 on 1-1, sorry, on Moskowitz. So here's the 1-1 pitch to Moskowitz. Fouled off, out of play. Moves the count to 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 on in the form of Trey Hansen on first base. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That is fouled off. And Hansen takes off. That is fouled off, though. Count remains 1-2. Moskowitz doing a really nice job fouling these pitches off. Christensen doing what he can. We'll see who wins this battle. This is my first time seeing Christensen pitch. Really seems like a bulldog out there, really attacking. There's Hansen going again. That one's lifted over the, just over the glove of the shortstop. A valiant effort by Mason Schramm. Holy moly, I thought that was definitely in the outfield. Schramm said otherwise, but it did reach over his glove for a single for Jack Moskowitz. So, wow, that was a beautiful attempt by Schramm. Holy moly. So now that is 2 hits on the game for Vermillion. Runners at first and second with 2 down for pitcher Tate Haig looking to help his cause. Third baseman Carter Hansen on deck. That pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Christensen looking to get out of this with just 1 run against him. Haig looking to try to help his case here. And Hansen takes off. And that is strike 3. Swing and a miss by Haig. But in the inning, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. At the end of 1, it's Vermillion 1, T nothing. We'll be back with the second inning after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just 1 tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Prentis Park. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of Vermillion Athletics, here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon as Vermillion Post took a 1-0 lead in that first inning. As we head into the top half of the second, batting for T will be Christensen, Halber, and Williamson. The pitcher, center fielder, and first baseman. So Haig in that first inning gave up a walk. Then there was a sacrifice bunt, and then struck out the next 2 batters for a 4-batter inning. First pitch to Christensen, swung on and missed, 0-1. That's low and inside, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Haig, and that is low, 3-1. Again, on deck is Halber. followed by Williamson. So this is a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here. Haig winds and delivers. Ground ball over to Carter Hansen. Fielded beautifully. Nice throw over to first. And I've said it before, the development of Carter Hansen as a fielder from spring season during the high school year to now is something. He is definitely solid and a benefit and an asset at third base. So a 5-3 putout for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Halber. That first pitch is a ball, 1-0. One and one. Swing and a miss, strike two, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. So that is Tate Haig's third strikeout of the game. 2 down here in the second inning. And that brings up first baseman Boston Williamson. So Boston Williamson, third batter of the game. First pitch is, okay, that pitch is a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 is the count. Swing and a miss, strike one, 1-1. Ball two, evens the count, or makes the count 2-1. Ball three, that's the second 3-ball count of this inning for Haig. On deck, Dylan Larson. And that will be ball 4. So that is Haig's second walk of the game. So that brings up again Dylan Larson. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. So 1 on, 2 down, 0-1 count to Dylan Larson. That pitch is lifted high into right field. Going back as Connor Rohrig got turned around, and that is going to reach the fence. Rohrig will get to it, bring it in, and runners will be at second and third on the double by Dylan Larson. So that brings up Jake Lindgren, the 9th batter in the lineup, with runners on second and third. 2 down. That was the first hit of the game for T. That is ball 1, 1-0. On deck, of course, is the top of the order and Mason Schramm. Ball 2, 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike one, 2-1. So now we're at 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down, 2 on here in the top half of the second. Again, first of 3 games this week for Vermillion. That's in for a strike, 2-2. So we got deuces wild. We are in the second inning. We have 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. Lindgren steps in. Tate steps on the rubber, winds, and delivers. Ooh, just outside of the zone, full count. Payoff pitch coming up. First base is open. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So in the inning, 4T, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it is Vermillion 1, Tincaps nothing. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second after this on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. This is Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Sherco in Vermillion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermillion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermillion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed market. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back to Prentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of Vermillion Athletics, as we head into the bottom half of the second with Vermillion leading T 1-0. Batting this inning for Vermillion will be Carter Hansen, Connor Rohrig, and Hayden Christofferson. Batters 7, 8, and 9. Here's the first pitch from Christensen to Carter Hansen. Hansen holds up 1-0. Pitch is fouled back, 2-1. Ball 3. 3-1. All right, Christensen looks in and delivers, and that is high over the head of Carter Hansen. That will be ball 4. So Hansen at first base now. Both pitchers have walked a batter in each of their innings. And that brings up right fielder Connor Rohrig. Connor again will be attending USD in the fall. He's already student coaching. We're coaching youth here for baseball. He'll be kind of a student coach, volunteer assistant for both basketball and football this fall and winter. Nice bunt down the third base line by Rohrig. Fielded cleanly. They should get him at first, but that is a beautiful sacrifice by Connor Rohrig. Gets Carter Hansen over to second base for the first out of the inning. But Hansen now at second. That brings up right fielder Hayden Christofferson. Number 4, the left fielder. On deck, his catcher, Connor Peterson. That pitch is high, 1-0. Christofferson will be part of the quarterback battle in the fall for Vermillion Tanagers. Right now, just playing some baseball and playing really well, especially the last few weeks. Here's the 1-0 pitch. No, throw over to second. They're going to say they got Carter Hansen. Vermillion coach is going to argue here. So now 2 down. Pitch is in for a strike. 1-1. Count is 1-1 to Hayden Christopherson. Swing and a miss for strike 2, 1-2. So bases are now empty with 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. Vermillion leading 1-0. Jams him and fouls it back. Count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out. Here's the pitch from Christensen. Little high. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out now. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Christensen. Winds, delivers, and that is going to be high. We're going to have a full count here. Payoff pitch coming up. Here's the delivery, and that will be outside. Christopherson will reach on a walk. So the second walk of the inning gives Vermillion another base runner. Now has 1 base runner. Brings up catcher Connor Peterson. Connor grounded out to second to lead off the game. On deck, center fielder Mikey Robe. There's a throw over to first. Christensen comes home. That's in for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2. Again, Peterson 0 for 1. Grounded to second in the first inning. Batting here in the bottom half of the second inning. Peterson looks in. Hayden Christopherson gets his lead. Takes off. Throw is high. The throw down to second will not be in time. Christopherson makes it down to second with a stolen base. So the count is 1-2 to Connor Peterson. Christensen looks back at second, comes home, and that will be inside. Oh, they're going to say he swung. So that will be a strikeout, the third strikeout of the game for Christensen. So in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base after 2. It's Vermillion 1. Nothing. We'll be back with the top of the third after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be right back.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Prentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermillion leads 1-0 as we head into the top half of the third inning. Batting this inning for the Post 266 Tincaps will be Mason Schramm, Gavin Johnson, and Carter Schwabach. They'll be facing off with Tate Haig. Schramm walked his first time up, reached second, didn't get any further. Here's the first pitch from Haig, and that is a ball, 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. Haig works quickly, winds, and delivers. That is strike 1, 2-1. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2-2. And we hope you'll be joining us this fall. We'll be bringing you volleyball, football, then in the winter, basketball. That ball is grounded down to Trey Hansen at second, fielded cleanly. Throw to first. Ooh, gets him just in time, but Schramm's hustle made that much closer than I was expecting at the beginning. A 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. That will bring up right fielder Gavin Johnson, who sacrificed Schramm over to second in the first. On deck, third baseman Carter Schwebach. Haig's first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Out of the zone, 1-1. I've seen Tate a couple of times. So far, a really nice pitching performance from him. Couple of walks, a hit, but really solid, working quickly. That one's on the inside, 2-1. Here's the pitch from Haig, 2-1, one down. Ooh, in for a strike in the lower right corner, 2-2 on Gavin Johnson. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. That is Haig's 5th strikeout of the game already. That brings up third baseman Carter Schwebach, who was Haig's very first strikeout victim. On deck, Carter Turek. So with 2 down, Haig pitches, and that first pitch to Schwebach is in for a strike, 0-1. That's out of the zone, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Now it's 2-1. And that is in for a strike, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on here in the top half of the third inning. Here's the pitch from Haig. That is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Full count. 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up. Haig versus Schwebach. That pitch, whoa, lifted high, deep into left field. Going back is Hayden Christopherson off the wall. That will be a double for Carter, for Clayton Schwebach. Clayton Schwebach with a double to left field off the top of the Green Monster. I thought that had a chance, though, when it was off the bat, but that is a high fence over there, only 300 feet out there. But it was well struck, and that will bring up catcher Carter Turek, who struck out his last time up. On deck is pitcher Nate Christensen. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 0-1. So again, Schwabach on second, 2 down here in the top half of the third. So 1-1. Sorry, I was applying some bug spray. Man, I sweated off here. I apologize. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 down. Haig pitching to Turek. Pitch is fouled straight back. 1-2. Pitch is lifted high, foul, and out of play. Count remains 1-2. Hope you are having a beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful day out here. Just a little breeze there for a second. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the first baseline. Fielded beautifully by Moskowitz, and he will take it to the bag. So, in the inning, no runs. 1 beautiful hit. No errors with 1 runner left on base. At the end of 2.5, it is Vermillion 1, T nothing. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, this is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood, down at the lumberyard, down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Welcome back to Vermillion Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher. One thing I forgot to mention, I always like to salute veterans in my life. My daughter, Leela, who is in the National Guard in her 4th year. My dad, who served during the Vietnam era, and my Uncle Leroy, who served during Korea. My late Uncle George Dyson, and my late Uncle Richard Harvey. And then one of my best friends, Chris Keeler, who passed away a number of years ago. I believe he's the only member of our class who has passed away. But left behind a young family, served valiantly as well. And so many others, but just always want to remember them. That is 1 ball, 1 strike to Mikey Robe. It'll be Robe, Nygren, and Hansen this inning for Vermillion. That pitch is lifted down the right field line. That will be foul, but will it be caught? No. Just on the other side of that fence, making the count 1-2. So Robe walked his first time up, reached second. Actually, he didn't reach second. He scored. Crying out loud. Might get with it. So he made the aggressive base running from second. Here's the pitch. 1-2 pitch is out of the zone. 2-2. Robe has a lot of speed and a lot of aggression, so he makes some plays that a lot of people wouldn't. Sometimes he gets caught. That does happen. 3-2. Ricky Henderson was aggressive, too. I don't know that anybody's ever been caught stealing more than Ricky Henderson, but he has the most stolen bases by a country mile. So here's the payoff pitch from Christensen to Robe. Pitch is popped right up, and that is caught. Caught by the catcher. Carter Turek. So 1 up, 1 down. That brings up shortstop Nolan Nygren, who struck out his first time up. On deck, second baseman Trey Hansen. That pitch is lifted out into center field. Will that fall or will it be caught? That is caught out there. A beautiful play out in center field by Halber. Holy moly, I thought that was going to drop, but that is a beautiful fielding play in the outfield for the second out. And Nygren goes back to the dugout thinking, man, I thought I might have even had 2. Brings up second baseman Trey Hansen, who singled in the first inning. So quickly 2 down. That pitch is scalded over to short, fielded cleanly. Throw over to first, and that is a 1, 2, 3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 3, it's Vermillion 1, T nothing on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be back after these messages.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermillion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermillion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermillion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
All right, we are in the 4th inning here. Vermillion leading on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard 1-0. T area batting here in the top of the 4th. First pitch is swung on and missed by pitcher Nate Christensen. All facing Tate Haig here for Vermillion. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's Christensen, Halber, and Williamson. Ball is grounded down the third baseline, fielded beautifully by Carter Hansen. Throw over to first, in time again. I know I've said it before, but this happened last time Christensen was up. A beautiful play by Carter Hansen, who has become a real asset out in the field. That is 1 up, 1 down. That brings up center fielder Halber. Halber struck out in the 2nd inning. On deck, Boston Williamson. That pitch is ball 1, 1-0. Fouled off, makes the count 1-1. As the umpire heads out to get a new ball to Haig. Again, Haig having a really nice outing. Probably one of the best he's had this season so far. Only giving up a couple of hard hits. So the count to Halber is 1 ball, 1 strike. There's 1 down on a great fielding play by Carter Hansen. That pitch is out of the zone, 2-1. That pitch is lifted high, foul. That will be out of play, and will even the count at 2-2. So somebody will get a little money for a foul ball. And swung on and missed for Tate Haig's 6th strikeout of the game. Brings up first baseman Boston Williamson. That is the second out of the inning. On deck, second baseman Dylan Larson. That's blown outside. Ball 2-0. Okay, all of a sudden it's 3-0. 2 down, though. Williamson walked his last time up in the second inning. That's in for a strike. 3-1. Fouled off. It's now a full count. Payoff pitch coming up from Haig to Williamson with 2 down. Nobody on here in the top half of the 4th inning. Game is about 54 minutes old. That is high for ball 4. So with a runner now on first, that brings up second baseman Dylan Larson, who doubled back in the second inning. So here's Haig's pitch to Larson. That is outside, 1-0. Coach Heisinger goes out to talk to Haig just to settle him down just a little bit after that walk. Just kind of discussing a little strategy here. Sometimes that's all you need is just to settle them down. They're out on an island out there on the mound. Just need to be reassured and told, hey, you know what? Just focus on this. Focus on the batter. You've got a 1-0 lead, but you have a runner now on first. So Heisinger takes a jog back to the dugout. That hit catches the outside corner. 1-1. 2-1, sorry. 2-1. Here's a throw down to second. That is not in time. Runner is safe. Count is 3-1. It's now runner in scoring position. Counts 3-1 on Larson. Jake Lindgren on deck. Three and one. So they're having a discussion if it's 4 balls or 3. All right, so that is a walk, second consecutive walk. So runners at first and second. Brings up left fielder Jake Lindgren. Lindgren struck out in the second, so now runners on first and second. Tate Haig trying to get out of this inning with that shutout intact. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Pitch is hit up, fielded by Hansen. Quick throw over to first, just in time to get the speedy Lindgren. Nicely done by Hansen. So in the inning, no runs again, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. At the end of 3.5, it's Vermillion 1, T0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Prentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, where Vermillion leads T by a score of 1-0. Batting here in the bottom half of the fourth will be Moskowitz, Haig, and Hansen, Carter. They're all facing Nate Christensen. First pitch is grounded down to third. Moskowitz hustling down first base. Here's a throw, and that will be in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. And they did go down in order in the third, so you wonder if Christensen's gaining a little steam as he gets going. So Moskowitz out on a 5-3 putout. That brings up pitcher Tate Haig. He struck out his first time up. On deck, third baseman Carter Hansen, who's having a great day defensively and walked his last time up. First pitch from Christensen to Haig. Little low, I guess. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Pitch is fouled off, out of play. 1-2. Looks like, from the sounds of the crowd, it might have hit something. I'm not quite sure. But it's the opposite direction of my car, so I'm okay with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That is grounded down the first baseline. Ooh, fielded cleanly there. Tossed to Christensen, and that is a nice 3-1 putout. Nice play defensively there by Boston Williamson. He's the pitcher we saw last time. Pitched a beautiful game, but this time playing defense at first base. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the fourth. Brings up Carter Hansen. Again, he walked his first time up. On deck, right fielder Connor Rohrig. Here's the first pitch from Christensen to Hansen. Just outside of the zone, 1-0. One and one. Sound like a little bit of a foul tip, but 1-2. So Christensen trying to get his second consecutive 1-2-3 inning. Winds and delivers. That is low and inside, 2-2. There are pitchers that just get stronger as the game goes on. 2-2 pitch, that's lifted high, but foul. Count remains 2-2. So full count, 3-2, payoff pitch from Christensen. That is out of the zone. That is a walk to Carter. So Carter will be on first. No official plate appearances, or no official at-bats, but 2 plate appearances. He's walked both times. That is Christensen's 4th walk of the game. So Rohrig, no official at-bats yet. He sacrificed Carter over last time up. That pitch is in the zone. 0-1. On deck, left fielder Hayden Christofferson. Pitch is lifted high and foul. Out of play, 0-2. Hansen heading down to second, and he will be in safely. Ball 1, so the count is 1-2, now with a runner in scoring position. Stolen base there for Carter Hansen. Third stolen base of the game for the post 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Rohrig. That is grounded over to third. Took a weird bounce. Here's the throw over to first, and that beats Rohrig by about a step. So a 5-3 putout in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 4, we've got ourselves a pitcher's duel. Vermillion 1, T-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages. This is Post 1 Baseball on Vermillion streaming on YouTube, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back to Prentis Park in Vermillion, South Dakota, with Vermillion Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher. As we head into the top half of the 5th inning, it's Vermillion 1, T-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Nice pitcher's duel. We want to thank all of our Vermillion sportscasters. We want to thank you for joining us. Batting this inning will be the top of the order. So Mason Schramm, Gavin Johnson, and Clayton Schwebach. They're facing Carter Hansen. I did not see that there was a pitching position change. So Carter Hansen now pitching. Tate Haig is now catching. Connor Peterson is now at short. Hayden Christofferson is now at third base. First pitch. Didn't even see what they called. Pitch is on the outside corner. 1-1. So Carter Hansen curves inside. 2-1. 2-1 is the count. So it's now 2-2 after that foul ball. Again, Tate Haig, 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits. Did a few walks, but otherwise nice pitching performance from Tate Haig. That pitch is inside, 3-2. On deck, Gavin Johnson. And that is low, ball 4. So Carter Hansen walks Mason Schramm. That's Schramm's second walk today. Makes him 0 for 1 with 2 times on base. That brings up right fielder Gavin Johnson. So it does appear that catcher Nolan Nygren is now out in right field. Right fielder Connor Rohrig is now in left field, and left fielder Hayden Christopherson's at third. Here's a throw down to second, and that is going to be in time, and he will be out. Nice job by Tate Haig. Beautiful throw by Haig. And Mason Schramm caught stealing. So now 1 down. Count is 0-1 to Gavin Johnson. So not only did they catch him stealing, it was a called strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is low. No, that is in. 0-2. I'm sorry. I apologize. I jumped the gun. No balls. 2 strikes on Gavin Johnson. On deck, third baseman Clayton Schwabach. That ball's a little bit in the dirt. Holds up on swinging. Makes the count 1-2. Pitch is lifted high, but foul and out of play. So again, Carter Hansen, the new pitcher for post 1. That pitch is lifted into left field. Rohrig going back, and that will probably reach the fence. And that will be a double for Gavin Johnson. Could be a triple. There's going to be a play at third. And he is going to be safe. Wow. That was close. That was close. Wow. So a triple for Gavin Johnson with 1 down. Brings up third baseman Clayton Schwabach, who is 0 for 1. On deck, Carter Turek. That ball is grounded down the third baseline. Foul. 0-1. It's a nice relay throw out there. On that play at third. That ball grounded down to short, fielded there by Connor Peterson. Looks the runner back at third. Nice throw to first. Connor Peterson is just a solid player. Fundamentals. Look that runner back. He has enough faith in his arm that he knows he can still get that. He can get Johnson heading down, or Schwabach heading down to first. So now 2 down and a runner at third. That brings up catcher Carter Turek. That ball does not get away from Haig very far, so the count is 1-0. Pitch is lifted high, foul, but that will be out of play. Moves the count to 1-1. Pitcher Christensen is on deck. So Carter Hansen, in his first inning of relief, has set 2 down. He's given up 1 run, 1 walk. Pitch is lifted high into left field. Hayden Christopherson heads over, and that is just on the other side of the fence. Moves the count to 1-2. So again, scores 1-0 here as in the top half of the fifth inning as Vermillion Post 1 scored a run in the first inning, and nothing's been scored since then. One-two pitch. Ooh, out of the zone, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two out with a runner on third in the form of Gavin Johnson. That pitch just out of the zone. They appeal to the other umpire, and he still says he did not go. So 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. That is Hansen's second walk of the game. Puts runners at the corners. Brings up pitcher Nate Christensen. Christensen is 0 for 2, grounded out to third both times. Fielded, ironically, by Carter Hansen. On deck is Halbert, the center fielder. Ball 1, 1-0. Ball is fouled off, out of play. Moves the count to 1-1. And that is high, 2-1. Foul back. Evens the count at 2-2. Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on here in the top half of the fifth inning. Vermillion leads 1-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Carter Hansen in his first inning of relief. Just didn't quite curve enough, so 3-2. Okay, that is foul, and that will be out of play. So count remains 3-2. As Dakota Valley starts coming in down there off the right field line. Full count, Carter Hansen steps in, facing Nate Christensen. Fouled off again. Count remains 3-2. And that is ball 4. So bases are now loaded. First pitch to Tim Halber is the ball. 1-0. No, 0-1, sorry. Did call it a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Halber struck out his first 2 times up. On deck is first baseman Boston Williamson. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Carter Hansen got himself into a jam, but gets out of it. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 3 runners left on base, and that is the story of the game right now for T. 9 runners left on base through 5 innings for T. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be back after these messages for the bottom half of the 5th inning. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Welcome back to Prentis Park. This is Michael Schumacher, and this is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Batting this inning will be Hayden Christofferson, Connor Peterson, and Mikey Robe. Christofferson started off in left field. He is now at third base. Peterson started off catching. He's now at short. Again, Nolan Nygren, might come up later this inning, has moved from short to right field. Tate Haig was pitching, is now catching. All right, I think we've got it all here. First pitch to Hayden Christofferson from Nate Christensen is a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes on Hayden Christofferson. Here's the pitch from Christensen. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Brings up now shortstop Connor Peterson. Peterson grounded out to second in the first and struck out in the second. So again, Christensen cruising. That pitch is lifted out into left center field, though. That's going to be deep. That's going to be trouble. That's right under the 354 sign. That'll reach the fence. Peterson booking for second, and he will be in with a stand-up double. So Connor Peterson, with his first hit of the game, makes it a meaningful one. That's a double for Vermillion, and that is their 3rd hit of the game. So now with 1 down and a runner on second in scoring position, that brings up center fielder Mikey Robe. On deck, right fielder Nolan Nygren. Pitch is fouled back, 0-1. So Robe walked in the first, stole a base, and then came around to score, and then popped out to catcher in the third. So count is 0-1, the 1 down and 1 on. Pitch is lifted high, foul and out of play, moves the count to 0-2. So we are here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Vermillion leads 1-0. It's been a very well-played game. Not a lot of offense, but still plenty of action. That ball is chopped down the third baseline. This is going to be trouble. Robe, and Robe is... Here's the thing. I will see if they charge that as an error. I don't know that they would have gotten Robe anyhow. He had to charge that. He had to glove it. He had to throw it. I would not call it an error, but I will see and they do call it an error. Okay. So Robe reaches on an error on the third baseman. I understand their logic, but I don't necessarily agree with their logic. So now runners at first and third. That is an error on both, one on each team now. They marked one earlier against Vermillion. So Vermillion leads 1-0. Runners on first and third with one down. That brings up Nolan Nygren. Nygren struck out in the first and flew out to center field in the second, or in the third, on a beautiful, beautiful play out in center field by Tim Halber. Just one that was sinking, and he made a sliding catch that was just unbelievable to rob Nygren of at least a single, if not more. That ball is fouled off, 0-1. On deck, Trey Hansen with Vermillion with their best scoring opportunity in a couple of innings. There's a throw over to first. They're going to get him in a rundown. Will they get it? The runner over to from third. And they're going to come home, and he's going to be safe. Runner at first, and Robe is going to head down to second. And Peterson is safe at home. Oh. So Robe got caught in a rundown on the second baseman as he was coming back to first, decided to throw home. Not a bad decision, just wasn't in time. Peterson ends up scoring. And so now Robe makes it to second on the throw home that got past the catcher. So the count is 0-1 now, and the score is now 2-0 in favor of Vermillion, with a runner on second and one down for Nolan Nygren. Ball one, 1-1. So big turn of events right there for these two teams. Pitch is hit between first and second into right field. That will be a single, and that will put runners on the corners. Robe on third, Nygren on first on the single by Nolan Nygren. And Vermillion has a rally going with their fourth hit of the game. Brings up second baseman Trey Hansen. Trey is singled in the first and grounded in out to short in the third. On deck, first baseman Jack Moskowitz. So Hansen has a chance to really break things open a little bit here. With Robe's speed, I mean, a hit to the outfield, it can be a sacrifice, but we'll see what we can get here. Christensen comes home. That will be in for strike one, 0-1. Throw to first, not in time. Bugs are trying to eat me alive here. Another throw over to first, not in time. So again, runners at the corners, 0-1 is the count. One out with Trey Hansen at bat. One run is across this inning. Christensen comes home. Hansen hits that, but that will be foul and out of play. Makes the count 0-2. That pitch gets past the catcher, and there's going to be a throw at home, and that is going to be in time, and Robe is going to be out. So Nygren does get down to second, but Robe is out trying to come home. It's now two down. Count is 1-2 with runner at second now. So good idea, just really well played. Really well played by Carter Turek. The ricochet off the backstop and the applied tag by Christensen was perfect. So really well played by T to keep that run from coming across, keeping it to 2-0 right now. That 1-2 pitch, that gets past the catcher. That was in the dirt. So Nolan Nygren is now at third. Count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 on. That's hit to second base, fielded cleanly, throw over to first, will be in time. That'll be the third out of the inning. But in the inning, Vermillion does score 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error with 1 runner left on base. At the end of 5, it's Vermillion 2. T-0 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Michael Schumacher, and this is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be right back after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermillion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Prentis Park as we lead off the 6th inning. Carter Hansen back on the mound for a second inning of work here for Vermillion Post 1. Leading off for T will be Boston Williamson, and he grounds to Connor Peterson at short. Here's the throw over to first, and that will be in time. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top half of the 6th. And that will bring up second baseman Dylan Larson. On deck, left fielder Jake Lindgren. So Larson doubled in the second and walked in the 4th. First pitch is a ball. Ball 2, 2-0. The ball's lifted into left field, and that will be caught out there by Connor Rohrig for the second out of the inning. So Connor Rohrig in his second inning of duty out in left field, getting some action already. Part of that switch earlier, Hayden Christopherson is now at third, replacing Carter Hansen. So that brings up swing and a miss. There's going to be a meeting on the mound here. As Gavin Kolbeck is the pinch hitter now for Jake Lindgren. So meeting on the mound, and looks like that is over. So the count is 0-1. With 2 down, nobody on. That pitch in for strike 2, 0-2. So Carter Hansen starting to look like he's feeling it just a little bit. That ball's inside. 2-2. Three and two, full count. Payoff pitch coming up to Gavin Colbeck on deck. The top of the order, and Mason Schramm, not the realtor in Yankton, but a baseball player in T. And that is ball 4. So Colbeck is aboard with a walk. Tying run now comes up for T. So Mason Schramm coming up. Left-handed batter for this T Post 266 Tincaps team. Fouled straight back, 0-1. There's a little bit of a meeting on the mound from the infielders. Looks at Hayden Christopherson's there over on third base. So middle infielders deciding what they're planning on doing in case of a stolen base attempt, how they want to handle that. But the count is 0-1 on Mason Schramm. On deck, right fielder Gavin Johnson. Here's the pitch. That is lifted high into center field. Robe comes over, and he will make the catch for the third out of the inning. Best inning of work for Carter today. No runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on base. At the end of 5.5, it's Vermillion 2, T nothing on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back on Vermillion streaming on YouTube after these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters.
The First Bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Prentis Park. First pitch to Jack Moskowitz, hit into right field, and that is snagged for the first out of the inning. I apologize, I was bug spraying. Ugh. All right, so 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Up next for Vermillion, catcher, number 11, Tate Haig, who is 0 for 2 on the day. On deck, pitcher, original third baseman, Carter Hansen. That pitch is high, 1-0. Two and 0. And that pitch is lifted down the right field line. That will be foul and out of play. Count moves to 2-1. If you're Vermillion, you'd like to get another run on the board just to give yourself a little more cushion. Here's the pitch to Haig. Lifted high, popped in the air down the first baseline. And that will be taken there by Boston Williamson. That is the second out of the inning. Brings up pitcher number 10, Carter Hansen, who has walked twice. No official at-bats today, but on base twice. On deck, left fielder now, Connor Rohrig. Here's the pitch from Christensen. That's in for strike one, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. One and two. That is in the dirt, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, but 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. With Vermillion leading 2-0. And that ball is in the dirt, 3-2. So full count. Payoff pitch coming up from Christensen. And that will be strike 3. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of 6 innings of play, it's Vermillion 2. T-Area nothing on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This is Michael Schumacher. And this is Vermillion Post 1 Baseball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We'll be right back.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermillion.
Welcome back to Prentis Park as we head into the 7th inning with Vermillion leading 2-0. Pitching change, Jack Moskowitz now from first base going to pitcher. Connor Rohrig moves from left field over to first base, his 3rd position of the day. Hayden Christofferson moves from 3rd over back to left field as Carter Hansen goes from pitching back to 3rd base. So again, Moskowitz moves from first to pitch. Pitcher Hansen moves to 3rd. 3rd baseman Christofferson moves to left. Left fielder Rohrig moves to 1st. And batting this inning for T-Area will be Gavin Johnson, Clayton Schwebach, and Carter Turek. To extend this game, the Tincaps need 2 runs. They're facing Moskowitz, Vermillion's best pitcher. Here's the pitch. That's ball 1, 1-0. It's lifted out into left field. Christofferson backs up. First out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down. That brings up 3rd baseman Clayton Schwebach, who's made some beautiful plays at 3rd. He is 1 for 3. Struck out in the 1st, doubled in the 3rd, and grounded out to short in the 5th. On deck, catcher Carter Turek, all of them facing Jack Moskowitz in his 1st inning of relief. And he is hoping his only inning of relief. That is in. No, that is out of the zone, 1-0. That's lifted into left center field. Robe running over, and Robe will make the catch. That is what the fleet-footed Robe can do. 2 up, 2 down for T-Area. They're down to their final out. Both center fielders making a couple of beautiful plays this afternoon for these teams. That brings up number 8, catcher Carter Turek. Turek is 0 for 2 with a ground out to first and a strikeout. He also walked in the 5th. On deck is pitcher Nate Christensen. Now, Post 1 will be back in action tomorrow, and we will be here for that as they are taking on Humboldt, Hartford, or West Central, however you want to describe it. 2-2, 2-0 to Turek. Again, on deck, Nate Christensen. And then there'll be an action here again on Wednesday against Scotland Menno. That pitch is lifted into left center or left field. Christofferson over, leaps, makes the catch, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So, in the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and that will be the game. Vermillion wins 2-0 here at Prentis Park. There's another game coming up between T and Dakota Valley. We won't be broadcasting that, but we will be back tomorrow night for Vermillion Post 1. Let me bring you a couple of advertisers here, and then we'll be back with our post-game show. This is Post 1 Baseball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube.
Eliminate the wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
If you are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermillion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermillion. Best Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back one final time to Prentis Park, where Vermillion Post 1 has come away with a 2-0 victory over Post 266 T Tincaps in a well-pitched game by Nate Christensen for T, and a well-pitched game for Vermillion from Tate Haig, Carter Hansen, in the final inning of relief by Jack Moskowitz. Obviously, no runs were scored. Tate Haig, he ended up pitching 4 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs. They left 6 men on base while he pitched. In the 2 innings of work for Carter Hansen, no runs, 1 hit, 4 men left on base. Carter did walk 4. Haig walked 4 as well. And then Moskowitz came in. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 inning of perfect relief. 3 hits to the outfield. 2 to left field. And 2 to right. No, 2 to left field and 1 to center. Jeez, what am I doing? For Vermillion, so 3 hits total for T area, or for the T Tincaps. A double by Dylan Larson. A double by Clayton Schwabach. And then a triple by Gavin Johnson. For Vermillion, 2 runs. So Nate Christensen gave up 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 innings of work. Leading the way for Vermillion, they had the 4 hits. Trey Hansen had 1. Mikey Robe walked. Jack Moskowitz had a single. And then there was a double by Connor Peterson and a single by Nolan Nygren. So good performance from Vermillion. They will play again tomorrow night at 7 against Hartford Humboldt or West Central, however you want to talk about it. But that is going to do it for me. I hope you have a great, beautiful rest of your Sunday. We'll be back with more tomorrow on Vermillion Streaming. We are your home for Vermillion Athletics. Stay safe. Love y'all, and let's all come together in this country, okay? All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.